Dr. Davisson, it is a great honor to even be here to give you this interview today. Okay, we're going to start like this. Okay, tell us your name and tell us about your project. Thank you for having me. My name is Clinton Davisson, and my project involves a vacuum mechanism that measures the energy of electrons that are scattered onto a nickel metal surface. For better understanding, a heated wire produces electrons which are sent to a voltage. When these electrons are sent through the voltage, they go down into a surface which is made of nickel metal. That's very interesting, but what were you trying to do with it? Yes, we were trying to find if the hypothesis of Louis de Brage's theory was actually true. In order to do this, I wanted to find out if there was really a connection between the wavelength and the velocity of particles. It's very interesting. And where did your experiment occur at? My experiment occurred at Bell Telephone Laboratories. In fact, it was actually in room 7B in 1927. This laboratory was in the West Village of Manhattan, which is located in New York City. What other significant events was going on during this time? Were you the only one that was making these great discoveries? Oh yes, there were plenty of significant events going on during this time period, especially in 1927. In 1927, Henry Ford created the first Model A Ford production car. This is one of the greatest cars that was on the market during this time. Also, Lockheed Aircraft Company created the first Vega monoplane. This monoplane was very lightweight and was faster than any other airplane at that time. Was this an individual experiment or was someone else involved? Oh yes, they were a very important person that was also involved during this experiment, and it is Davisson-Germer. He was my lab partner, and he was excellent. I could not have did it without him. What was your role in the project? Yes, in this project, I was the lead scientist for the Davisson-Germer Experiment. What type of impact did your experiment have on the physics community? Oh, my experiment made a great impact on the community, and I was even awarded a Nobel Peace Prize for physics a few years after my experiment in 1937. The reason I received this award was because of my experimental discovery. My partner and I proved that particles could behave as waves. Okay, one last question, Dr. Davisson. Where did you attend college at? Good question. I attended college at Princeton University, and I continue there to get my PhD. Once again, sir, I really appreciate you having me.